What's going on, everybody? It's Emmett from Team Anvil, and so every night, every Tuesday night, specifically when I get on, that puppy. Anywho, I had a little bit of technical difficulties, and I kind of got a little sucked in by a video that I was watching. It was a review by a 1911 Syndicate on the Lead and Steel Promethean LP1. And so I lost track of time. No big deal. So I also dropped the ball because I'm not a perfect human being. I totally missed a message a week ago from a guy that was going to be on here tonight. And so we're going to have to reschedule that and get him on here. A lot going on, and I'm a human being, and evidently I have holes. So moving on, we can roast me. We could spend this entire session, this free talk live session, to roast me. If y'all want to, go ahead and send it in the chats, and we'll just kind of adjust to it. If not, I figured we could just kind of do like more of an update video. And I have a package here from somebody that I could open with everybody here, kind of announce to the world that. And then also I have another announcement that we need to. What's going on, Angry Sarge? I'm sorry. I tried calling you. Open the package. Now I don't want to open the package. I got people in the chat telling me what to do. They're like, open the package. So yeah, we'll get to the package here in a minute. And then you called back? I didn't even see it. Man, I suck. Okay, look, here's the deal, people. I'm not perfect, man. I really try hard to do the right thing all the time, but my goodness, I'll tell you what, sometimes life gets away from me, and I have no excuses. Just do better next time, right? So, hey, what's going on, everybody? Angry Sarge, Aegis Gun Care, Jonathan Milligan. Oh, Aegis didn't call. He's like, no, I didn't call. But we do have a mail call from Rod over there at Aegis. And let's just go ahead and get into this first. All right. I guess some people do mail calls and all this stuff, and I don't. But because I don't have like an overhead switch for you guys, I'm gonna just open this up and show you what I got. But so that anybody that's watching this in the future knows what exactly this package is. Rod Gates owns Aegis Gun Care, and he was kind enough to send over to us a care package so that we could send it on our weapons and like use solvent and cleaners. And that connection was made through Angry Sarge. I appreciate you saying such kind things about us Team Anvil guys to Rod. And Rod had a good conversation with our acquisition dude, George. And then me and Rod had a good conversation, and this ended up in the mail. So really appreciate it. Kind of like I tell everybody, and everybody's already heard this from me, the common denominator between the people that we tend to get along with the best are people that are of like minds. And that's like, we don't care about the business per se. Like, we're more about building relationships with people and having, like, you want to be able to look back and say you made an impact on the world in like a super positive way. And the way you do that is by fostering good relationships. And I guess I feel like I should give like a digital hug. Everybody help me on the count of 3. We're going to give Angry Sarge a digital hug because I failed him. He should be on here right now. All right. So 1, 2, 3, digital hug. That was really weird and cringy, but that's in the universe now, and it's in the interwebs, and it's never going to go away for as long as Team Anvil exists. So I dig it. All right. So without further ado, let's go. Let's open this bad boy up. We're going to use our Microtech Combat Troodon, and we're gonna open this bad boy up without causing damage to the product or ourselves. I'm gonna move this out my way. Hey, let me know. I'm moving this around just a little bit. All right, first package on top. Are these, looks like 2 bottles. And man, can I just say that the color that y'all went with for your bottling and packaging is just legit. It makes me feel more manly. I mean, I love blue. Look at this. All right, so this is Aegis Gun Care Cleaner. And then this is the Aegis Gun Care Lubricant. All right, so I'm gonna try and rotate this to where everybody can see it. Oh man, wrong way. Everything is opposite. Ah, there we go. All right. Hey, thanks a lot. This is awesome. By the way, I got a straight up school session by Rod over there, man, like on the lubricant and the cleaner. I'll tell you what, I knew nothing about anything to do with lubricants and cleaners when I was in the Army. My whole career, all I knew is, hey, day 0 cleaning, knock all the stuff off that I can, and then douse it with CLP, wipe it down, throw it in the arms room. The next day, grab it out, and then do a thorough cleaning. Man, me and Rod had such a great conversation, and he was like tap dancing around trying to be like really like polite with me. And I was like, look, talk to me like I don't know anything, because I'm telling you, I don't know anything about this stuff. He's like, okay, great. All right, in that case. And then he sent it. And I was like, I wrote down stuff. I never write down notes. And I wrote notes down while I was talking to him. And I'm just going to give everybody in here some rough notes as I go through this package, because I feel like if you can't touch the magic, then you need to be able to have a way to be able to get some of this information in your system. Please tell me I didn't lose it. I didn't. All right, we're gonna get there. All right, anyways, let me finish this real quick. All right, I got it. All right, so next package. Oh, daggone. Yo, this is so cool. All right, man. Aegis is doing it big, man. When you're sending like Molly packages with American flags on it, this is not like a little cheap. This is like, it even smells good. What did you put on this, man? Like, it smells like a bowling ball, like a really good bowling ball. I don't know. That's all I got. Daggone, that's so cool. So you get a package like this too to hold all your cleaning gear in, so that when you're in the field or at the range or whatever, then you're able to keep it, I'm guessing, organized and away from the elements. Okay, this is like cool. So this is a kit. This is a legit cleaning kit right here. And what comes inside of this cleaning kit, I'm just going to try and fold this back so I can show people what's inside of this. Oh my gosh, this is a lot. Okay. You're not going to really be able to see everything in there, but there is a cable so that you can clean your rifle and pistol. It's got some swabs in there. It's got a microfiber towel. It's got some solution here. It's got a brush. So this is, again, the cleaner. It comes with a nice brush, a bristled brush, a double-ended brush, both sides. It comes with some deep picks. This is awesome because, as we all know, we used to use cotton swabs. So we'd be sitting there using, like, what are they called? The whatever, the ear cotton swab things that aren't meant for your ears. They're meant to clean weapons. Some towels or some lens cloths and stuff. Not lens cloths. I'm just, man. So there's 2 different ones. All right, wow. So this is cool. And a cleaning head. You got multiple cleaning heads. This is cool. So I don't know what this stuff. All right. So full transparency here. I'm blown away because I didn't buy this. All right. I did not get online and complete an order. Rod sent this out so that we could do a review on it, and so that like we could give him our honest feedback and opinion. And I'm just going to tell you from, and here's the lubricant. So here's the cleaner and lubricant again in here. And okay, so there's something even cooler in here. So this breaks everything down for you. So you get a postcard in this package that gives you essentially some pretty good details on like what this isn't and what it is. So it's non-toxic, non-caustic, non-flammable, destroys carbon, safe on most surfaces, superior water displacement. Yo, Rod talked to me about that specifically. It blew my mind. I was like, whoa, that makes so much sense. And we'll get to that here in a second. But a really cool postcard. Man, like you could put that on your wall. Like I see people putting patches and all that stuff on their wall and stuff and slaps or whatever. Like this is like, this almost has to become part of like your wall of fame. Man, okay, see, and then they get you with the feels. So not only is Aegis about providing a very superior or at least competitive cleaning and lubricant service that just makes sense, they're also about trying to make a difference in our country. And so like this card right here is WTTA, Walk the Talk America. Mental health, it's okay to talk about it. Everyone struggles sometimes. Sometimes we need help, and that's okay. Wow. Look, if you don't support Aegis Gun Care for any other reason, I would say this is it. This is another good reason to support them, is because they actually care about the community and the people that are out there that are suffering, that we could actually get out there and help. So I'll say like round of applause to you guys for that just by itself. I mean, I'm kind of getting in my feels over here just because of that. Like that's huge. A lot of people don't want to talk about it. They want to ignore it, push it to the side because it's ugly. And but he didn't. And and you get a business card. You know, that's pretty cool. So you get some pretty good swag. You know, if I may say so, you know, in this cleaning kit. And I'm super surprised because I'm telling you guys, I just went and bought a cleaning kit, I don't know, a few weeks back, and it's not even half as cool as this, and I don't know how I would keep it protected. And it's got snaps on the back, it's got MOLLE cut webbing back here, so you can literally like tie this down or secure this to any kind of pack that you have. Like this is money. I've already spent like 10 minutes talking about just this. That's ridiculous. That's just cool. All right. And there's more. There's more, everybody. There is more. This might be more of the same because there's more than one of us on the team. So if I had to guess, I would say this is, yep. Okay. So more lubricant and more cleaner. And more. Man. Yo, Rod, I'm gonna pass this stuff out, man. I hope you're okay with that. All right. Oh, dude, there's more. There's more. Of course, there's more. There's an actual Aegis like patch. It's a patch. That is so cool. Like, I'm not even into the patch game. I guess I need to get into it. Well, I guess we do have patches coming. But that's not because of me. It's because of the guys over at DOA Society and Fixed Bayonets. But that's cool. I got to find somewhere to put that. And not only is that cool, but for you sticker fans, you slap fans, boom, they have Aegis Gun Care slaps. This is ridiculous. Rod, you are the man. There's more. There's another one. There's two. This is so cool. We're all going to fight over these, Rod, just so that you know. We're going to do like a a fight to the death over this stuff. This is so cool. And that's it. That's the pack. Oh, looking forward to Rod and Shelly. Hey, look. Okay, so let me get this straight so that nobody gets in trouble. I don't get myself in trouble. So Rod and Shelly, they are both owners of Aegis, and man, what an amazing amount of stuff that y'all provide. So I'd have to, for any of you that watch this and you're interested in finding out more about Aegis, I will put their link in the bio or in the description below as once we close this out, or before I close this out, I'll put it in the chat. That way everybody can kind of like follow them. I follow them on Instagram. I think across the board. I'm pretty sure the team, we got them followed across the board. But if you're taking notes right now, you can just get on AEGISGUNCARE.com. Aegis Gun Care, not Aegis. My bad. I should know how to pronounce things. It's just the A is like right there. It's like tempting me, man. And look, they only teach us so much at Fort Benning, so forgive me. But so AegisGunCare.com, you'll be good to go. You can kind of get more information about this stuff. But I'm going to give everybody listening just a little short lesson on what I thought was really cool that I picked up on like super fast. There it is. You can get 15% off of your order with the coupon code JoeJuice. That's what's up. Hashtag JoeJuice. All right. So like I learned about like some things that I had no idea even existed. Coefficient friction. So like there's these numbers, you know, and the lower the number, the better. And I think the industry standard, if I remember what Rod told me, is like 1.5 is like the industry standard on coefficient friction when it comes to our lubricants. And what that really is it's a because the lubricant is heavier than water. All right, it displaces moisture, all right, and whatnot. Anyways, and it's got like these rust inhibitors in it and all this other stuff, but it's got this, like there's this thing called coefficient of friction, and you want that number to be as low as possible. And the industry like norm is 1.5. Well, Aegis is, I think, is it on here? Did I write it down on here? I think it's like 0.74. So it's like half of whatever the industry standard is. So you're getting better positive results. You're getting lower numbers. You're getting better reactiveness and better lubrication across the board. And you just talk about like, you start getting into all these other like titles. Yeah, 0.07. I was just like, look, the amount of stuff that Rod has in his head, like he has forgotten more than I'll learn. And I'll tell you what, like I have a whole sheet here. Okay. I don't even know what this is. I started doodling because my brain went numb after me and him got off the phone. I was like rereading this and everything. And I was just like, wow. And this is just a little bit of like what he was talking about. So not only like, you know, for being an owner of a product, like he totally understands in complete detail what his product is supposed to do and what it actually does. And it was a huge, I'm having trouble finding the words here, but I was just blown away, honestly. That's the truth, right? If I just want to put it simply, I was blown away at like how much information like he was throwing at me, and I was like what it meant, and I could translate it instantly into Emmett language. And I was like, oh crap. That's why I had problems with CLP, and that's why I probably won't have problems with this. So, I mean, like to say that I'm excited about trying this out is like I'm gonna go shoot my gun tomorrow just so that I can, start, right? Like I want to go do it now so that I can go, really test this stuff and just see the difference, because you're gonna be able to tell very rapidly, really quickly, like just how much better a product is for your equipment. And let's be honest, not all of us have war rooms, with like millions of like firearms and stuff, but we have a firearm that we carry probably every day for our protection and protect those around us, as well as a rifle or rifles that we either go hunt with or that we have for home defense or whatever. And you want to be able to put products onto those tools that we rely on to save our lives and those around us. You want to put good quality products on it that'll keep it operating at its maximum, efficiency, and also that are going to provide essentially like the ability for it to last even longer than maybe it would have if we would have used like a degraded product. So I'm pretty excited about all this. Ryan and Shelly, thank you so much for sending this stuff out to us here at Team Anvil. Definitely stoked to try it out. But even beyond that, we're just glad that we got to, kind of link in with you all, have a great conversation, and build a really good relationship, the beginning of one, and we just look forward to it. And yes, so here comes the announcement parts. So we will be coming out to Idaho for the Boise Range Day, the Black Rifle Boise Range Day. Is that what it is? We're coming out for it. So we just got to buy our tickets, I think, or find out what the process is. And then I know for a fact that I'll be coming out there. We'll see if everybody can make it or not, but I'll definitely be representing the team in whatever fashion I can, hopefully in a good one. So, all right. So if, again, anybody like reach out to Rod and Shelly, I know that sounded like an N. That was not. That was Rod and Shelly. Aegis Gun Care. Hit them up. I'm going to leave this up here real quick for anybody that wants to see it real quick. If it's not in there, you're still in there. Boise Black Rifle Range Day. Yep. So I will definitely be there. Maybe with the misses, maybe not. We will see how schedules flesh out and everything, but hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get everybody out there at the same time. It'll be awesome. Once again, thank you, Rod and Shelly. Thank you, Aegis Gun Care. Definitely appreciate it. All right. I feel like I should almost like just, but you can't, like on live like streams, you can't just get a gun out and start disassembling it and then or firearm and start cleaning it. I guess you get in trouble for that stuff, but now I want to. There's something wrong with me. All right, cool. Well, let's move on. What do y'all want to move on to? Everybody hear me now? All right, good. That was weird. All right. Clint, what's going on? Vanessa Kitty, hello. Drunken Jiu-Jitsu. Not really sure what happened. Everybody, I'm okay. Shauna Lee, what's going on? March 11th, woo! Nope, we got sound. We got mic checked. My bad. I don't know what happened. This thing evidently has a mind of its own. Can you guys hear me now? It's still good? Okay, sweet. We're good to go. All right. Anyways, I don't even know what I was gonna say. All right, so we are getting closer and closer to our Lights Out Tour kickoff event at Midwest Shooting Center in Lima, Ohio. We will be doing heavy amounts of close quarters battle or CQB. We'll be doing, it's going to be an awesome event. Like, look, I'm super excited. It's LE heavy right now. But there are seats available and I'm super stoked for everybody to show up. We got DOA Society. They are going to be coming out all the way from Tennessee up here to be here for the launch. And man, like, just sidebar real quick on like how awesome it has been to work with Fixed Bayonets and DOA Society on our shirts and patches and stickers and stuff. That we've already sold over $2,000 in merchandise. All of that money, we all agreed, and these guys haven't put it out yet, but we already decided from the beginning that every single penny beyond what it costs to actually make these shirts, sweatshirts, stickers, slaps, whatever, anything over that is going to go to charities. We were going to originally choose 3, and I think we're still going to do that. But if not, then we will probably be just choosing 1. But it's so cool to like see those guys jump on. Hey, what's going on, She Fires? So, and it's to give back to, people that need the help, not to crazy causes that isn't really going to go to help, but like anti-human trafficking or veteran homelessness or women's shelters, something to the effect that'll actually go to help real people that have real needs. So I'm really excited for Trey from DOA to come out here. It's going to be a really good time. But the event is like pretty cool too. So we had talked to Send Nods about potentially being able to send out some nods for the CQB event. And like on second thought, I kind of told him, I was like, when we had our FaceTime, I was like, you know what? Maybe that's not such a great idea, because if for whatever reason these tubes get damaged, like you don't want like the first rollout for like your company to be like knee deep in insurance claims if for whatever reason, you know, I don't know, you never know what can happen. So we decided to kind of skip this first event, which is cool because everybody has weapon mounted lights, and we've marketed this event as a low light, no light course, like a low light, no light CQB course. And that's exactly what it's going to be. So if you don't have night vision, not a big deal. You don't need it. It'll just make it a little bit more cooler. And honestly, if we have enough people with night vision, then I might just like let people use my night vision and rifle so that they can get some reps in with some gear. So, because I don't care, man. I think people pay a dollar amount, you're going to get your value out of it. And if we can give you just a little bit more value for your money, even better. So, and it's kind of good for the economy, because like once you put night vision on top of somebody's head and a laser, on a rifle in their hands, and they operate it for the first time and they learn how to use it, it's like it's an addiction, man. People are like, oh, this has been out here this whole time and I don't have it. Now I got to save up for it. So yeah, there we go. But so that's going to go down March 11th, up at Midwest Shooting Center in Lima. I already said that. So we're pretty stoked about that. We have our rehearsal coming up in a few days. So we're like super stoked about it. And we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing without everybody that's out there supporting us and spreading the message and the word, and signing up for our courses and classes. So a big thank you goes out to everybody that's supported us up to this point, and we really appreciate it. So some other things that are kind of starting to happen now is like as the weather gets a little bit better, we're kind of expanding back out to like our warmer month meet and shoots. So for anybody that's a whole new world. So for anybody that is wondering what a meet and shoot is, it's not so that you can come out there and meet the polarizing superstars that we are at Team Anvil. That's not what it's about. It's a community organizing event to get people out that have similar interests, that being you have a passion or interest at least for carrying or operating a firearm and you want to be able to get better with that firearm because you realize that, hey, that's what you're going to use to defend yourself or others. God forbid you end up in a situation where you have to. So we figured, hey, why don't we just like, instead of, just meeting up places and not really having a plan, why don't we provide good, solid training for a good 3 hours to people that show up? The first hour is just meet and greet, exactly what it sounds like. So you get to meet other people just like you, interact with the team and other people. You don't even have to interact with us, but I mean, everybody does. Um, and then after about an hour goes by, then we get into the drills. Like we always kind of drill down on 2 different areas that we're going to focus on for the next 2 to 3 hours. And then at the end of it all, what we end up doing is we do duel offs. It's our thing. Like get 2 people online and it's a race to the timer and who can ring steel first. And it's a really good time. I think my favorite part of our community organizing events, it really is the whole thing, but I really like the dueling at the end. I don't know what it is about like pulling a gun from like a holster and like trying to rip off a shot as fast as you can at steel to beat the person next to you that just gets me going, man. But that is like the ultimate form, excuse me, of competition that I can think of. And it's really fun and healthy. So, um, would pay for cat. What am I missing over here in the side chat? For a few people, me when that might be. All right, so me and the team, like we have to kind of sit down and talk about this. We are in a good way. We're really busy for the next like 3 weeks. We have commitments every single Saturday going out essentially past March 18th, which leads me into another conversation. But this coming weekend, I will be out of town. Me and Mrs. Anvil head to Michigan Saturday night to go pick up Zoe, which is the new addition to the team. She's a Belgian Malinois, and we're gonna build an IG page for her and everything. I mean, we are gonna get ridiculous with it. But anyways, our fur family is about to grow, and we're super excited. So we won't be doing a range day this coming weekend, and we also just got done doing one this last weekend. So the next opportunity that we would have had to do it would be on the 11th, but that's our Lights Out Tour opening event up at Midwest Shooting Center. And then the 18th, we have a meeting with Apogee. They are a group of dudes out here in the area, native to Ohio. And I'm really not going to go too much further into it than that. But we have a range session with these guys, and we're really looking forward to it because it's an opportunity for us to bring our 2 teams together and just have some good time sharpening, the proverbial knife, if you will. So these dudes are like highly skilled professionals, and it's going to be an awesome opportunity to, just live a little bit of life with these guys and get to know them better. So on that note, that pretty much brings us to the 25th of March. And that's probably more than likely when we're going to do it. Now that's a Saturday, and people may be wondering, hey, why Saturday? Why not Sunday? We went back and forth the first year of business, or of doing these events, and Saturdays and Sundays. And it was like, we could never we always got more people to be able to come out on Saturdays, and that was the goal. Yes, we do. We charge $30 per person that shows up minus kids. So if you bring kids, we don't charge for kids, but the range that we go to and we meet at, we have to pay them a range fee. And that's really why we end up charging at all. But for the value that you get, essentially, if you think about it, you're paying $10 for 3 hours of instruction per hour of instruction for a grand total of $30. You can't pay for a 3-hour course for less than $150 anywhere out there. I mean, so I feel like the people that we've had come out consistently and those that have came once and, haven't been able to make it back out, across the board, everybody has always said, hey, the value that we got out of this far exceeds what we had to pay. So thank you. So the goal is the community and organizing events. I got stuck on that one. Organizing events that, can build that community up and also be able to provide value in the form of, hey, you're going to come here and your skill level will increase by the time you leave. So that's the goal. And that's what we do. We're not doing it to get rich, or else we'd be charging $100, and then nobody would show up probably. Actually, they probably still would show up because it's such a great time. But anyways, so we'll probably do another one on the 25th of March, and we'll keep it rocking from there. Tribe building. All right. So that's pretty much that on the community events that we got going on. Big things are kind of happening all at once for Team Anvil, and it's all good stuff. We're in the beginning conversations to potentially partner up with other people, and the end goal is to be able to perhaps do something that hasn't been done before. I can't say much more than that because saying more than that would just ignite a conversation where I'd have to start dropping names, and I'm not going to do that because we're not there yet. But a lot of stuff is moving right now for Team Anvil, and again, it's not because of us. We're fortunate and blessed and humbled that people believe in us and like being around us and spending time with us and believe in our vision. And it's been a huge blessing for being a company that's only been in business for a year to be to have the relationships that we have already with people. It's humbling. It is. And I know that I speak on behalf of the entire team when I say like we're all grateful and humbled and just totally looking forward to the future with everybody that we've been surrounded by thus far and that's around us right now. Because not everybody that is around us right now was here at the beginning, and some people from the beginning, aren't here now. And that's just kind of life. But we're super grateful for the experience and for the ride and for the journey and for the experiences that we've, went through already and the people we've met. It's just been awesome. So OPSEC, yeah. Where'd my water go? Mrs. Anvil, where'd my water? She's behind the camera. Where'd my water go? I'm like thirsty. Thank you. Production 1. You only need 1. All right. So we took care of that. All right. We took care of future events. All right. More events coming. We're going to be launching as the dates come. We're going to be launching dates for the tour stops. So we'll be doing, and I owe everybody this, but exciting things ahead, by the way. Those dogs are beautiful. Just saw one last weekend. She fires, get one. All right. Then when you come up here, our dogs can play together because they love their own kind. I don't know why, but they do. I know why they do, because they're all fur rockets. So on the note of she fires, so I've been looking at coordinating an event, and I've been talking with Marcy May from North Carolina, as well as She Fires. Well, actually, we've only talked once about it, but they're already open to coming up here for a female power shoot. I don't know what we're going to call it exactly, but the goal is we have a lot of guys show up to the ranges. I think ranges are like pretty heavily like dominated by dudes, and if we're about community organizing, then we want to be able to make sure we don't exclude half of the population that's out there. So empowering women or making it more comfortable for them to come shoot would be great. So what better than a female only event? So we're going to definitely plan that. And I know guys out there may be like, but that's my wife and I like to shoot too. And why can't I go? What we may do is we may kind of do like a joint venture where girls go off with the girls and guys go off with the guys and something like that. I'm not sure yet. Or we might just kind of stick it, to what we originally kind of thought about, which is just having like a female only event. But either way, a plan is being cooked up and we're trying to figure it out. And I need to have further conversations, obviously, with everybody to kind of see what everybody's availability is, pin down an exact date, and then lock down the location for sure. That way, everything is set. And then the only other thing we'd have to do is just get people enrolled. So that's kind of coming. And I'm really excited about that because I have a wife, I have a daughter, that both, are empowered women and shoot firearms, maybe not like I do, but still they understand the importance of having firearms and education and good training. And I just think it'll be awesome to get women that are in front of the camera a lot and that, have experience, shooting a lot and training, to come out to a place and maybe like drop some of those nuggets on other women that may be a little bit, less willing to go to a range, especially if they know there's a bunch of dudes there. So I'm super excited about it. Yes, open to all options. That's what we want to hear. Thank you. All right. So moving on beyond that, we're already at 42 minutes. I can't believe it. It feels like it's been like 5 minutes. So I don't really know if I want to talk about this on here. Okay. Well, I'll kind of like briefly talk about it. So we have a raffle going on for a lever action Rossi R92. It's a 44 mag. It's a 20-inch barrel. It is being held at J&J Ohio Trading Post in Richwood, Ohio. Frank Napier, really cool dude. I've known him for, I don't know, I guess about a year, but like he's just a really cool dude and we just kind of clicked. And he kind of asked me about raffles. I asked him because we already did a raffle for the CZP10F optic cut. And so we asked him if he would want to do it, and he said he's willing to. So we have these tickets for the raffle. You can go to www.ohiotradingpost.com to register as well, or you can message me and I will write down your name and all your information's on here and then send the other off. We want to try and wrap this guy up sometime in the next month. That first raffle was horribly long. It took months to like sell all the tickets and get a winner. And I was like, you would have thought it was like a Sand Viper from Terran Tactical. Well, actually, more people would have probably signed up for that. But anyways, this is kind of like one of those little cool, fun raffles. And as always, it's for a good cause. So if you're interested, let me know. And we're going to post pictures of it tomorrow. So that'll be out into the universe. Great pistol, by the way. I know a guy that abuses one. Yeah, I know a guy too. The trigger on the CZP10F or even the C, like I know I'm going to get heat for this for all the Glock people out there. And there's nothing wrong with the Glock. All right. We have one in our house. But the Glock trigger it's okay. All right. Come on, everybody, by raise of hands, how many people know somebody that has a super spongy like Glock trigger? I know at least 2 people. All right. Like a CZ trigger is it's just awesome right out the box. Like you can go take that to the range and you're going to surprise yourself at how fast it breaks. The trigger breaks. So, yo, Shadow Systems trigger for life. That's what's up. Everybody, Garrett Sund has arrived to the chat. So I love the Shadow Systems. It is an amazing. You can't go wrong with Apex. So I have no experience with Apex triggers, but you can't find somebody to say something bad about it. Any case, I don't know how we got onto that, but so that is our raffle. Again, it is a Rossi R92 44 mag 20-inch barrel. And each ticket, if you didn't see, is $20 per ticket. There is no maximum amount that you can buy. So if you're down for it, let me know. And hopefully you will be the brand new owner of a Rossi R92 44 mag. All right, so that is that. All right, what else do I have here? I got nothing else on the plate of things that I need to talk about. All right, we got about 14 minutes, 13 minutes and 20 seconds to talk about whatever people want to talk about. So I would challenge somebody to make it interesting in the side chat, but last time I did that, it was awesome. It could have been better, but it was awesome. All right, so let me talk about what could we talk about? So we have a fur missile that's coming into the family, little Maligator, a Malinoller. That's gonna make us active. Training. That's what everybody comes here for, right? You want to know about training and about guns in the world and our thoughts. So often I get asked, "Hey Emmett, what do you think about this? What do you think about that?" And I tend to kind of keep my opinion to myself publicly when it comes to different things in the world because I like to kind of see how things are going to unfold before I just like send my opinion out into the universe. Because once you do that, you can't pull it back. Future raffles. Okay, so probably during the summer, we're going to do a Shadow System MR920 raffle. We also plan on doing a lead and steel Promethean raffle. The LP1 side of theirs. We also hope to be able to do a rifle giveaway or raffle. They have a new system coming out. It's called the All-Round Carbine. It's a 12.5 inch barrel. So we got to kind of see how things shake out with this whole pistol brace thing, because if you get a 12.5 inch barrel, then essentially like you're going to have to pin and weld, some suppressor to it or something like that, or a can. All right, Nate E, lights out without night vision. Well, yeah, man, you can still turn the lights out and then white light it. It's called low amounts of light for a reason. No, I'm joking. I'm not joking though, but I mean, yeah. So kind of how we look at the MR920. Kind of how we're looking at the training is like any other good lights out training with night vision. You're not just going to turn the lights off and just send it, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to walk that environment first, like with lights on. Then you're going to turn the lights off and you're going to white light it. And then you're going to, once you get at speed, then we're all nodsed up and going super green or white, whichever one you are. And then we just keep grinding down after that. So you get a few iterations where we'll definitely be able to accommodate people that don't have night vision. The facility is super huge. So we'll probably be able to get away with opposite corners of the facility. We could have white light people, and then we can have people that have like night vision on the other side. So it's pretty good. It'll be fun. Are you coming out, Nate? It's like shooting, but in the dark. Yeah. So the MR920, I think that'll be a really good raffle. And just so that anybody that's listening to this knows, like, we're not doing a raffle on a gun that we don't currently own or rely on every single day. Minus this Rossi. This is just kind of like a fun raffle. It's a lever action, it's a 44 mag. It's a relic, right? But it's cool, and you can use it to go hunting here in Ohio, because there's something different. I don't know, man. The rounds, they're not like, I don't get it. I don't understand Ohio hunting. I don't go hunt either, though, so that's probably why I don't understand it. But I know that you can use it for hunting season here in Ohio. Daryl, what's up, my man? Dude? Where is Coral, Michigan? How close are you to Coral, Michigan? We're gonna be in Coral like next Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, Ohio's not dumb. You don't say that. Nah, like the rules are weird though. Like I don't even get it. Um, nah, you're not gonna be left out, Nate, for sure. All right, so you're gonna be good to go, man. Like there's probably, I'd say, like half of the people that are already signed up. Man, maybe not half, just about half of the people that are signed up, they don't have night vision, so not a big deal. Another question all right, so this is a good question. Another question I have is, how is an LPVO for CQB? Well, it's not good. I would say honestly, like when it comes to CQB, there's a lot of stuff to digest on CQB and optics and all that stuff. And you could argue, um, and I don't want to like create an argument online, but some people will argue you don't need an optic at all. And then other people would say you don't need one, but it's better to have one. I think if I had an LPVO on a battle rifle that I knew I was going to have to take inside of tight spaces and perform like close quarters anything, um, I would just really do what I would do. Even if I had an optic that wasn't an LPVO, I would definitely work drills that were more in line with ready up drills, right? Like I want to make sure I can get my rifle barrel up and onto a threat like super fast, work natural point of aim drills and all that stuff so that I don't have to rely on looking through a tube to get to that threat. Um, as you move forward to, um, as you move like into like CQB and all that stuff, you kind of realize that a lot of it is placing a laser, essentially onto that threat. Um, but like even without that, right? Like just LPVOs in general, that would not be my ideal setup unless I had an offset red dot or like a red dot on top of that or something like that. Like I wouldn't build a rifle with an LPVO on it to dedicate towards CQB, but it can definitely be done. I don't think you're gonna really have many issues with it unless you're trying to look through it. So I don't know. There are going to be guys that show up to this that probably have like 2.94 risers, like aim point T2s on Unity risers and stuff like that. And that's just, a lot of that is going to be like for close proximity gunfighting. Like you'll hear people talk about building rifles for specific purposes. Like that would be like a CQB heavy like rifle. An LPVO on a rifle, you can get away with it. But again, I'm just going to default and say, I think if you have like a offset red dot or pop-ups or something like that, that would be more ideal. But if not, just work on your drills, man. But you'll be fine. Am I gonna get my tube burned out? Haha. Yeah, so no, you shouldn't. All right. And that's but that comes down to safety, right? So when we do our briefs, um, what we're probably gonna end up doing, like most night vision force on forces, is the people that are op 4 won't have lasers. And so that way there's no way to burn your or scar your tubes. So that should be all taken care of. Hopefully that answers that question. Let me get back to Daryl. All right, so Daryl, Coral, am I about 2 hours and 45 minutes from you? What are you doing in Coral? We're coming up there to pick up our pup, our fur missile, out of Leash of Honor. Leash of Honor is the dog breeder for the dog we're about to go pick up. Her name is Zoe, and we're super excited. Mr. Whitetail, a straight wall cartridge in Ohio. Yeah, that's right. A straight wall cartridge. That's what it is. I knew it was. Yeah, I think I'm going to reserve a spot. Yeah, that's what's up. All right, Daryl Stevens. I have to say that. What? I have TONSA. Okay, whatever. All right. LPVO answered that one. Depends on iReef, but it's not ideal. Are we doing IR lasers? I forget. Yeah. So yeah, you want to be able to have IR lasers. I gotta get my two. Clint, if you have one, yes. Daggone it, drunken jujitsu. He's drunk. That's why he just said that. No. Are we allowing headshots? Dude. Yes. I mean, Ahmad, if you guys don't know who he is, he's the CEO of Lead and Steel. He came, him and his team came out for our Silent Legion project event, our charity event that we had in December. And he stitched my face up. Good thing I had a mask on and everything, because you have to, but daggone. I've never been shot so many times in my face. So what we're gonna stress is not headshots, man. We're gonna stress center mass, like anatomical hits. Um, but I don't know that we're gonna like encourage people to take headshots. It's not that kind of an event. Honestly, you want to be upper thorax on your hits, anyways. Um, but what we're gonna find out here, and this is what I would tell people, and we're gonna do a video the week before, so the Tuesday of the week of the 11th, so that'll be the 7th. We're going to do like an in-depth Q&A session. The whole episode on here is literally going to be to address any questions people have and concerns that you might have, considerations you might want to think about going into this event, because everybody that's showing up to this is going to be bringing about $10,000 worth of equipment with them at a minimum. All right. And nobody wants to come to an event where there's going to be a bunch of cowboys like going crazy that are untrained or not untrained, that don't care. Right. So, and I don't think that's anybody that's in this chat or that'll watch this video or anybody that's coming, but we would definitely want to address any issues or concerns that people have. And you have a lot of money on your head. You definitely don't want somebody coming in there and just cowboying it up and then just breaking your tubes and stuff, because then you got to go through insurance and all this other stuff. So definitely understand that, but we'll have a lot of time to talk about that. And as always, y'all can send me messages and whatnot, and we'll answer them as quickly as we can. Well, you don't necessarily have to wear your nods for the sim shooting. Yeah, you don't have to. And whatever, like, we may not, but I mean, what we will do is more than likely, just like a teaser here, like more than likely what'll happen is we'll issue pistols to the people that are the op 4, the bad guys. And then when we roll teams through to, for whatever the mission is, then those guys will be like fully suited and booted and ready to go with all their gear. But I think it's going to be a great event, and I'm really looking forward to it. I actually I'm super stoked with the turnout that we have so far. I think we have 6 tickets left right now. So I won't say that those tickets will be around forever. So if you haven't bought your ticket and you're thinking about it, just understand what we're seeing here is usually about like 4 to 6, like 4 a week usually are going. So we've got, I don't know, about another 2 weeks before the event. So, if you know somebody or you've been thinking about it, then just get it done with. This won't be this should be the only one we do this year. Um, but we'll be doing our Silent Legion project again next year or at the end of this year, actually. Are we in January? Yeah, it's already in the new year. Where'd my mind go? Anyways, it's been an hour. It's been fun. I really appreciate everybody's comments, everybody stopping by that stopped by. Definitely appreciate all of the love out there coming towards Team Anvil. We appreciate each and every one of you that watch this, that comment, that subscribe. Head on over to our YouTube channel. We haven't hit 100 subscribers yet. When we do, we're going to do a raffle, or not a raffle, well, essentially a raffle, but you don't have to pay for it. We're going to be doing a legit giveaway, and it's going to be something pretty cool. No big deal, but you want to be involved in that raffle. It's not going to be stickers or patches, even though those are cool too. But it's going to be something a little cooler than that. But anyways, I say that to entice you all to come over if you're not already over there. But yep, a giveaway. So again, thank you all so much for the support and for your patience with us as we grow and everything else. And I got nothing else, stay free. Or no, wait, I got to figure out my motto here. I got to get it right for once. So stay safe, live free, train hard. See y'all next time.